If you are not in a hurry to get to your destination and prefer to take your time, the world's longest train journeys are for you. These are an excellent method to learn about a country's culture, traditional diversity, and, in some circumstances, topographical diversity. Traveling for days at a slow pace will certainly try your patience, but it will reward you with lifelong memories in the end. You will experience many experiences that you will tell throughout your life. The journey from the coldest to the hottest parts of the world is not for the faint of heart. If you're looking for a thrill, have a peek at the list of the world's longest train journeys. Here's a rundown of the world's longest train journeys. Number 10. Blue Train, Pretoria to Cape Town. The Blue Train goes through South Africa and is one of the world's most opulent and longest train excursions. Tourists can enjoy comfortable accommodations as well as exceptional fine cuisine, butler service, Cuban cigars, and gourmet dinners throughout their two-night voyage on this luxury train. The stunning beauty of the diverse African subcontinent may be seen through the golden-tinted picture windows. This train is more like a fast-moving five-star hotel, with gorgeous farmlands, lush woodlands, and wineries to gaze upon. Number 9. Eastern and Oriental Express, Bangkok to Singapore. During this expensive train journey, learn the meaning of luxury travel. This three-night cruise on the Belmont Eastern and Oriental Express is ideal for lone travelers. A train ride from Bangkok to Singapore, complete with lavishly adorned accommodations, is one of the world's top 10 longest train journeys. It takes you on a journey through historical wonders and modern metropolises. While sipping afternoon tea or listening to a tinkling piano in opulent settings, take in views of lush jungles, small villages, and beautiful scenery. This train journey is a wonderfully unique way to see the route's spectacular sights. Number 8. The Ghan, Darwin to Adelaide. This is a classic train ride that provides an incredible opportunity to see the best of Australia while being pampered. The Ghan allows you to see the breathtaking landscape of Australia's tropical north to tropical south with a regionally inspired food and outstanding wines. During the cruise, you will see the most distant parts of South Australia, as well as learn about its history and distinctive ecosystem. Alice Springs and Katherine are included on one of the world's longest train route maps. The unspoiled wilderness of these locations can charm and captivate you. Number 7. Paris-Moscow Express. The Paris-Moscow Express is the world's longest trans-European train. The train departs from Paris, France, and travels through Germany, Poland, Belarus, and Russia before arriving in Moscow, Russia's capital. This train is being jacked up in Brest to have its wheel sets changed from European to Russian track gauge, which is an awesome experience. Regular sleeping cars, premium VIP deluxe sleeping cars, and a restaurant car make up the railway. You can gaze at the stunning splendor of Trans-Europe while sipping hot coffee or tea. It is one of Europe's longest train excursions, with infinite panoramas and breathtaking views. Number 6. California Zephyr. Next on our list is one of the most beautiful and longest train excursions in North America, which will take you via Reno and Sacramento. Then it crosses the Denver River and enters Nebraska's plains. The upper Colorado River Valley and the western slope of the Colorado Canyon may be seen from California Zephyr. You'll traverse the snow-capped Sierra Nevada and climb through the heart of the Rockies on your way. The never-ending beauty of the Bonneville Salt Flats, the northern edge of the Ruby Mountains, and the endorheic landform of the Goshute Valley will all be seen during the route of America's longest train ride. You may listen to the flowing Colorado River, Truckee River, and Yuba River while enjoying delicious meals or reading your favorite book. The magnificent colors of the Utah desert can be marveled at. The California Zephyr is the best way to appreciate America's real grandeur. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Number 5. Vivek Express. The Vivek Express is the next train on the list, and it will carry you from Dibrugarh in northeast India to Kanyakumari in the country's south. Vivek Express is India's longest railway journey, lasting more than 80 hours. Vivek Express travels across 7 Indian states and includes AC coaches, sleeper coaches, unreserved coaches, and culinary services. The train journey takes you through sweeping villages, diverse scenery, and the country's coastal region. The journey begins in Kanyakumari, popularly known as Cape, India's southernmost tip, where the Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, and the Indian Ocean collide. You may see India's hidden beauty in the daylight and get a sense of the country's cultural variety along the way. Vivek Express is a train service operated by the Indian Railways that consists of 4 pairs of express trains. These trains were announced in the railway budget of 2011-12 by Mamata Banerjee, who was then the Railway Minister of India. These trains were introduced to honor the 150th anniversary of Swami Vivekananda's birth, which took place this year. A second distinction for the Vivek Express is that it was the last train to suspend its operations when the whole Indian railway passenger system came to a halt in March 2020 as a result of the COVID-19 epidemic and the ensuing national-wide lockout. Number 4. Indian Pacific, Perth to Sydney. The Indian Pacific is among the world's longest train rides. The Indian Pacific train, which travels from one coast to the other and makes an epic transcontinental trip, is a legendary voyage. The beautiful sights from your window on this eastern journey change from skyscrapers to forested valleys, sandstone cliffs, and spectacular vistas. You'll go through the breathtaking Blue Mountains, the parched South Wales region, and the desert environment of Broken Hill. During the 1-hour trip in Broken Hill, see the living desert sculptures and the Pro Heart Gallery. Enjoy the comfortable ride on board while dining on regionally inspired cuisine. While savoring the gastronomic delights of Hondorf, marvel at the distant environment of Rawlina and the Barossa Valley. The Indian Pacific is an once-in-a-lifetime experience that everyone should have. Number 3. Lhasa to Shanghai. Shanghai to Lhasa train, also known as Z164, is not only China's longest train journey, but also one of the world's longest train journeys. The Shanghai-Lhasa Railway goes through 8 Chinese provinces, passing through rugged terrain and allowing you to marvel at the magnificent grandeur of this huge country. Taking in the breathtaking scenery while sampling traditional Tibetan and Chinese cuisines is an unforgettable experience in and of itself. This train journey from the lower plains to the upper plateaus is one of the most spectacular in the world. During the journey, you may take in the beautiful views of the Qinghai Lake, Tanggula Mountains, and Nangshu grasslands. Because high-altitude regions like Lhasa have lower oxygen levels than the lowlands, the train is also fitted with an oxygen supply system. Number 2. The Canadian. The Canadian is one of the world's greatest rail journeys and one of the world's longest train routes. From Toronto to Vancouver, this transcontinental train takes 4 nights. Traveling along Canada's historic route, passing through endless prairies, beautiful Rockies canyons, and the tranquil West Coast. Take a sip of your favorite wine or one of the world's best coffees while admiring the breathtaking view of the blue skies, bright yellow canola fields, or serene Vancouver shoreline. This train ride is an excellent way to experience Canada's true splendor. The number of cars involved in the group changes depending on the season, with more cars being included during the more popular summer months. Although the entire train can carry a maximum of 272 passengers, the Prestige Class experience is substantially more personal due to exclusive access to public vehicles and priority seating in the dining car. 2 Prestige Class cars can hold a total of 26 persons at a maximum capacity. Number 1. Trans-Siberian, Moscow to Vladivostok, Russia. The Trans-Siberian Railway, which travels more than 10,000 kilometers in over a week and passes through time zones after time zones, is the world's longest passenger train journey. Taking this journey is a wonderful experience, and it is an excellent opportunity to get a sense of the expanse of the largest country on the planet. The ever-changing vistas of Russia, China, and Mongolia, as well as the limitless beauty of Siberia, will take your breath away. Although this epic voyage will certainly put a strain on your patience, if you are willing to accept the challenge, it will be the ride of a lifetime. Trans-Siberian Railway trains traverse across 16 major rivers and 497 bridges, as well as 87 major cities and 876 stations in 3 countries on 2 continents, while traveling across the Trans-Siberian route. While traveling along this route, you will pass through an incredible 8 different time zones. Traveling by rail is like traveling back in time. As you move from east to west, you will be traveling backward in the same time zone as you started.